say this is the expected tally from the upcoming Olympics, how often is that an accurate estimate of what is coming our way? When I've been reading articles which says 10, 12, 15, 17 medals even, right? Is that even realistic? India did 6 at the London Games in 2012. We dropped down to 2 in Rio in 2016. What is a fair estimate according to you?
Very difficult. I once remember asking Sachin Tendulkar about his century, and he said, every time I go into bat, I start at 0. When I look at the scoreboard, it tells me that you're walking into bat with the score at 0. It doesn't matter whether you've scored a double hundred in the last game or not. Now, when you know this, when you know sport is uncertain, and it takes one very good delivery to dismiss a batsman of Sachin Tendulkar's caliber. Now he gets out for 0. You can't blame him, right? Now he doesn't become a bad cricketer because of one inning. He doesn't become a great cricketer because of one inning. You look for consistency. Now you are asking me specifically about what is a fair tally to fair assessment. There have been people who want 20 medals from India. I think it's unfair. I remember reading a Niti Aayog document which spoke about 50 Olympic medals for India, not in 2020, but in 2028. When you want such medals, you will make progress, and therefore you expect 20. But I think 6 to 10 is reasonable this time because there has been the pandemic. People have had very difficult times staying together, training hard, lack of competition. I think all of this will sound as excuse later, but we know this is the truth. You can train and train and train, but if you don't have competitive exposure, you're going to be struggling. When you get to the international stage and you turn up without enough competitive experience in the last year and a half, and we can turn around and say it's been the same for everybody else. But I think Europe has got an advantage. They reopened, they were able to have competitions, and some of them might be in better shape than Indians are. I think the Americans have done really well as well. Not that we're going to be competing with the Americans and the Chinese for a top-notch position, but I think with the Indians, 6 to 10 will be a fair assessment. There have been a few injuries of late, and I think it kind of brings it down. Small things like the death of a very important sports official in boxing, and I'm speaking of R.K. Sacheti. His death might influence the outcome in boxing. We all know that boxing is very judgment-based. The scoring that happens, the officiating that happens can be very judgmental. And without the presence of an official who has been an influence around the world, who's been a very strong presence in world boxing, I think some of our boxers can end up being on the losing side. Small things that will go on to make the difference between 6 and 10. But I think between 6 and 10, I would be a happy man if we can come back with that kind of a medal tally. That is in keeping with the fact that you're sending the largest contingent, that you're sending more athletes in more discipline than ever before. I think 6 to 10 will be, anything like 7 will be a very happy number, because you want more from India. You want more Indians to be inspired. You want more youngsters to play sport and start aspiring to be those champions in 7, 8, 10 years.
7 to 10 is a wonderful number. If India does achieve that, that will be really good for the country as well. The pandemic also makes it that much more unpredictable, sir, because you have no idea how the preparations happen. As in, we do know how it is, but you have no idea how it's going to play out, right? Like we said, some countries have done a good job in opening it up a lot earlier, but India didn't have that advantage. The fact that a lot of uncertainties at play don't count anyone out. Any athlete can spring a surprise, and I think that's beautiful in itself.
There is no doubt about that. But let's also be fair to some of our athletes. You take Bhavani Devi, the first Indian woman fencer to qualify, the first Indian fencer, in fact, not just a woman, the first Indian fencer to qualify for the Olympic game. Now, she's ranked 40th in the world, around 40 in the world, even though there are only 34 athletes competing with her. I think the key really is to expect her to perform to the best of her ability, not expect a medal from her. It's going to be very difficult. Sometimes the luck of the draw plays a very evil role, if I might say. You look at Sindhu, she's got a challenging group. For her to progress from there to the quarterfinals is going to be a challenge. And to do well in the quarterfinal and in the semi-final, again, there will be hurdles along the way. No, nobody said Olympic Games is going to be easy. But it is going to be tough for India to pick up medals in some of those sports that we thought India will do well. But yes, 7 to 10, 6 to 10 ideally, would be a magical effort from India, given that pandemic came in the way, given that many of our athletes have lacked the competitive experience of the last year and a half.
Yeah, it will be a magical campaign if India do end